Welcome to week 2. But first, a little housekeeping and reflection from week 1. Many of you stepped out of your comfort zones for week 1, and I appreciate it. Be it Twitter or Flipgrid, your willingness to lean into that discomfort was noticed. And I think that's part of spiritual development and formation, looking at alternatives, looking at your core, who you are, and being willing to step into a sense of disequilibrium. And I think you're embodying what spiritual development looks like, and thank you for that. Remember, discussions are due on Thursday night. The discussions for this week will be due at midnight on Thursday night, and just keep that in mind. The other assignments will be due Monday night at midnight. And I'll be grading week 1 today and tomorrow and providing you with feedback. If you are unable to turn in an assignment because of books or other, I'll put a 0 in the grade book as a placeholder, but don't worry, I will replace it when you turn that grade in. I know books can be a challenge to get in on time, so I'm not going to penalize you for lateness, but it's just a whole lot logistically easier for me if I put a placeholder in there. So don't worry if that messes with your grade for just a bit. Spiritual growth is an act of knowing yourself, knowing God, and reflection. And let me just offer this. When you're on an airplane, we all get when they drop the oxygen that you need to put it on your face before you can tend to someone else. Knowing yourself is an important part of being able to help someone else spiritually. So there will be a component about knowing students, but there's also going to be a component about knowing yourself, because it's important for you to be able to put the oxygen on first before you help someone else. Okay, on to week 2. I included a copy of Digital Disciple Week 1 in the readings section, and I also changed that first discussion assignment so we can all be working on Chapter 1. Some don't have the book. Now, granted, the link to Chapter 1 is in a Google Doc, and it's a little wonky, but the material is in there. Notice there's a pet parade in Module 2. If you want to participate in that, I realize it will be very challenging to compare to my dog Daisy, but please put your pet in there, and it would be fun to see everybody's pets and tell a little bit about them. Many of you have already tweeted your definition of spiritual formation and put that in discussion forum. I appreciate you all jumping ahead. Look through the other assignments and plan your week. This week, the big assignment is our student spiritual development group work. Now, I understand group work, and I know all the pros and cons that go with that. And I've provided some tips in there, and I've linked your group in the assignment, so you should be able to access your collaborative Google Doc, see who's in there, and plan how you're going to accomplish this at a distance. This week I'm going to be hosting office hours on on Zoom from 8 until 9 o'clock, and I'll put a Zoom link and a reminder in the announcements on Thursday morning. If you'd like to drop by, or if your group would like to drop by, you're welcome to do that. But I'd appreciate if your whole group is going to come, if you just give me a little bit of a heads up so that I can ensure there are enough spaces for your entire group. Or just feel free to drop by and chat about your pet. I'm praying for you in your second week of the course, and I'm really enjoying getting to know you.